An E! News reporter walked off. She's done. She's done with E! And the reason why is because she found out just how huge the pay disparity was between herself and someone that had been at the network the exact same amount of time, but was her male co-host. Her name's Catt Sadler. She was there for 12 years. She's the host of Daily Pop. She's one of the hosts of Daily Pop. She's on E! News. She does a lot of reporting for them and has kind of been a staple for a very long time. She says on her website, she says, when E! reached out to renew and extend my deal, I learned that this other guy wasn't just making a little more than I was. In fact, he was making close to double my salary for the past several years. Again, they started the same year. She said that she went on to ask for what she was worth, but they were not willing to give it to her. She's a single mother, she's got 2 boys, and she's scared of what's gonna be in her future. She does come around and say, I will find more work, I will create content with meaning, I will continue to pursue my passions while making my children proud. The way I see it, I have an obligation to be an agent for change, but after those negotiations, she walked off. I mean, did she do the right thing?
Yes, Catt Sadler had been. I started watching Catt Sadler back in 2006 on E! And she did a show called The Daily 10 with Debbie Matenopoulos and a sportscaster. She is a hero, and I think that her walking away from a coveted position at E! You know, E! for host in entertainment, E! is the holy grail. You want to get in the chair at E! in any way, shape, or form. E! is the Maybach, the Cadillac of
I would
talent.
say when they train you how to host for entertainment, they train you in a style that is invented, created at E!
And E! and those auditions for E! are pretty intense, but the courage she had to say, as a single mother of 2 children, to say this is not right. And it struck a chord with me too, because it sucks when you're not valued. And financially, yes, it sucks when you're not valued as people just with common everyday kindness. But imagine when you're doing double duty. She was hosting the Daily Pop in addition to the E! News flagship show at 7.
She was there all day,
all the time. And then your counterpart, who Jason Kennedy, is making double. I mean, we don't know the numbers.
For what?
To talk about the 2 Kardashians.
Well, the thing is, like, everyone's the same on that damn channel. They train you to be the same thing, just in a different body. We are so excited to tell you about what's happening with the Kardashians. Change to camera 1. Well, it started a long time ago, and it continues to this very day. Who, why, what, will fill you in. Check it out. Like, fuck that.
Yeah, I was really, really happy to hear that she just left. I think it's, you know, it's obviously hard. She is a single mom, and she's in a position where I'm sure there's hundreds and hundreds of people that want to be a host on E! But at the same time, I'm a little bit disappointed in her co-host. Jason, you know, I'm sure that he knew about it before she left, that, hey, I'm making more than double that my co-host is making. We do the same damn job. I feel like he could have pulled some strings too, or been like, hey, you know what? We're both gonna leave. If you're not gonna treat us equally, we're both gonna leave.
She called him like my set husband.
It could be like a whole Friends situation where it's, but the thing is
just really quick, the Friends situation, on the show Friends, all the cast went together to the negotiation table to make the same amount, just like you're saying.
Yeah, and I think they love and value each other dearly. I think that we don't know what the conversations that happened prior to her leaving, but I'm sure Jason, the news is that an executive at E! tipped her off on the pay disparity, which that could probably be just a fall guy term for, maybe it was Jason who said, listen, Catt, there may have been conversations, we don't know, this is all speculation, but she's receiving so much support, and I say she's a hero because she's now being, like she says, an agent of change for this industry, because it's unfair. It's so unfair. You could have someone who busts their ass, shows up every day, 2 hours, gets the work done, is happy to be here, eager to be here, because that's a huge part of being talent, is the want to. Being just a warm and cool person to be around goes so far. So when you find out that, one, the powers that be view you less than after you've done this great body of work, it's like, you have no choice but to make a rash decision. decision, and a rash decision in the sense of my integrity. How can I look at my children or look at the people who look up to me to be a leader, knowing that I'm getting screwed with no lube?
That feeling that she must have had when she found out he makes twice as much as her, just like kills you.
And she's a phenomenal talent.
And the problem being that, like, well, she's gone. They can now afford 3 people.
That'll work, and that pisses me off too, Brett, because the powers that be at networks like that, there's Alicia so-and-so from Indiana. She's dying to be on E! She wants to talk about pop culture and all things trending and fashion, and she'll do it for $60,000 a year. Whereas we have Catt Sadler, who's making upwards of $500,000 a year. We'll work the shit out of this girl. And it's like we're cattle. We're so replaceable. We're sheep. We don't matter. And Catt Sadler is sending the message that no, NBC Universal, we do matter. And she will for sure land on her feet. She'll probably will have more opportunity now because she's now, again, a silence breaker of some sort.
That's the change. That's the change that we've witnessed recently with the pressure that's going not toward the talent, but toward the outlets, the news outlets like E! And all the studios to actually put their money where their mouth is, because the viewers will turn away.
Yeah.
Catt, I felt like Catt should have been. Catt was always the rightful heir to the Queen Bee spot on E! You had Giovanna Rancic, who was there. The Zendaya issue happened, gone. Maria Menounos, who was there, gone. So Catt, it always seemed like Catt was always the Michelle to everyone else's Beyonce. And so you can only do that for so long. She's 43 years old. She is a different person than she was in 2006. And television and the audiences are different than they were 10 years ago. I can't wait to see her next chapter. I've always loved Catt. I think she is so relatable. She's so accessible, gorgeous. She's fun to watch on TV. She's not, like you said, the fake E! newscaster. She's just an around the way girl that deserves all the good that's coming to her.
Have you ever had like a negotiation where you just showed up and you're like, wow, this is way worse than I wanted it to be? It sucks, man. I know that all too well. When we've said talent. When we say talent, it's people who work in front of the camera or have a job in front of the camera in Hollywood. You're already told that you're not good enough in some way, shape, or form, or that you should be so thankful to be here, which you are. But then when they don't compensate you for all you have to endure, how does that? Just know that the people who are being compensated the same, all the Stranger Stranger Things kids. They're all making the same amount of money. Kimmy Schmidt makes more than Titus Andromedon.
Wow.
But it is the unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. So we'll see. And it's weird, the Ocean's 11 movies, they're rebooting and it's just Ocean's 8. You'd think for what they pay women in Hollywood, they could afford like Ocean's 20 or 30. Am I right, ladies?